from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Report.
Good afternoon, Southern Maryland, and I'm Forecaster John Bordash with you in the JB Weather Center this Monday afternoon, continuing to track our next potential weather maker as we head through the day Wednesday, getting into Thursday morning. We are going to be tracking an area of low pressure that develops through the mid-south over the next day or so. That's then going to move on out towards the east, moving just through the mid-Atlantic before sliding out to sea. As it takes that track eastward, we're likely going to see a band of snow develop through parts of the southern mid-Atlantic. However, this is not expected to be the larger snowstorm that many had hoped had this system interacted with the northern jet stream a little more. The interaction isn't really going to be there, which isn't going to allow the storm to come up the coast. Rather, it's going to head out to sea, making this a weaker system with a much more diminished impact as we head through the day on Wednesday. Let me take you on over to our latest Cedar Point Federal Credit Union Futurecast and what it's doing with the forecast as we head into Wednesday. Right around sunrise on Wednesday, we can see snow beginning to break out through southern parts of West Virginia, getting on over to southwestern Virginia. The snow will look to spread eastward as we head on over towards the mid to late morning hours on Wednesday. And just given this look, you may expect that we're on the beginning parts of what could be a widespread snow event. But take a look at what happens Wednesday afternoon. That snow immediately gets stinted down to the south because there is not enough energy coming northward to help keep that snow around. So we're looking at off and on again snow showers throughout the day on Wednesday, with the bulk of it really falling down to the south and east through parts of Hampton Roads in Virginia. This system then eventually slides out to sea Wednesday night. We may see a secondary area of low pressure bring some scattered snow showers as we head into Thursday morning, but even that doesn't look to be that big of a deal. Even though this doesn't look to be a huge event, we do currently have winter storm watches in effect. These include parts of the northern neck of Virginia, including Westmoreland County, parts of the lower Delmarva, including Dorchester and Wicomico County, Somerset County, and this also includes St. Mary's County here in southern Maryland. I do tend to believe that these winter storm watches have been issued too far to the north. Typically, these watches denote the widespread chance of at least 5 inches of heavy snow to bring impacts, and I think that that's a little bit too bullish on what I think we're actually going to be seeing here in southern Maryland. So while this winter storm watch is in effect for St. Mary's County from 10 a.m. Wednesday through 6 a.m. on Thursday, I really am not expecting widespread winter storm impacts. Rather, I think a winter weather advisory will be issued to denote the chance of some winter weather impacts, but not nearly from 5 inches of snow. Here's what I'm forecasting instead. I'm thinking areas south of D.C. have that best chance to see a general 1 to 3 inches of snow. More snow will fall further to the south you head. 3 to 6 inches when you get south of Tappahannock and south of Salisbury, and you might even be looking at more like 6 to 12 inches across the mouth of the bay, down towards Norfolk, getting down towards the southern parts of the Delmarva Peninsula. North of Washington, we might be looking at snow showers and flurries Wednesday night going into Thursday morning. But again, this does not look to be a big-scale event. Zooming here into southern Maryland, we really are looking at most, a 1 to 3 inch event. The highest odds of accumulation will be south of the Benedict Bridge, south of Prince Frederick, south of Hughesville, south of La Plata, and that's where you could see 1, maybe 2 inches of snow through the day on Wednesday. You may be able to squeeze out up to 3 inches south of Lexington Park, which again would help to push that winter weather advisory, but this by no means spells to me a winter storm. When we look at impacts, though, I think those medium impacts will be felt through central parts of Virginia getting into southern parts of St. Mary's County. Those areas there shaded in orange, I would definitely expect the potential for some snow-covered roadways, especially on secondary roads as temperatures are below freezing. And this is where we could be looking at some school closures possible. And yes, St. Mary's County schools, maybe even Calvert County schools, may potentially opt to close for the day on Wednesday with the threat of snow. But it's not going to be anything like the winter storms we have seen prior this winter. The bulk of this, the highest impact, will be missing us to the south, and southern Maryland really does look to be on the outer edge, as, again, our graphic here shows you. Highest impacts towards Virginia Beach. Southern Maryland's on the outer edge. We might be able to squeeze out 1 to 2 inches of snow. You're going to want to stay tuned to JB Weather for the latest information over the coming days, for reliable information that's hype-free, that's going to help you keep you and your family one step ahead of any winter storm that looks to threaten our region. Have a nice and safe one. Give it tuned right here, and we'll continue to keep you updated on the latest.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.